1.5 million. The attendance was 12,066. Fight of the night is Jair and Jeremy. The performance of the night went to Rosa and Reyes. They all won $50,000. Everybody started screaming at me, he used an inhaler, he used an inhaler. I'm like, couldn't even grasp what do you mean he used an inhaler? So when the fight was over, I went over to Dean Thomas and said, the fuck are you doing? How are you using an inhaler? And he said, the commissioner said we could. What commissioner? When? How? So then, my team started to jump into it and try to figure out what happened, what was going on. I think if you watch it, you can understand how it happened, but he asked the guy, and the guy says it's medically approved. He says it's USADA approved, because he put it down on his sheet that he was using an inhaler, and they knew he used an inhaler, and it's crazy. Stevens versus Yair is the main event, and who didn't want to see 2 more rounds of that? So, and the other one is a co-main event, but it's never perfect, man. What are you gonna do?
And I had fun. I had fun all week long. I had fun going out to the cage. I enjoyed myself the entire time. When I'm an old man, I could talk to my grandkids about that time in Boston. It was everything I could have ever imagined or dreamed of, and it all came to fruition better than any dream I've ever had about it. So I've had a lot of media on me. I've had a lot of eyes on me this week, and hopefully people are relating with my story and who I am, and they could see my skill set now and appreciate it, and I started moving up. I changed things up my last fight against Vulcan, and I went back home for this fight. I got back with my team, my people, got back to my family, to the love, and it really paid off. I got back to Dominick Reyes, and it truly paid off. It meant a lot for me tonight. Winning my very first main event, and I won by knockout in the first round. I mean, it was everything. And I'm so blessed, man. I'm just grateful. I do feel I'm a clear-cut guy. The only thing in my mind would be, John maybe trying to go up to heavyweight. And if he wants to go up to heavyweight, then let's have an interim title, I don't know what Anthony Smith is doing, but I feel like that'd be a great fight for the interim belt. But honestly, I want to fight John. My whole career, I'm doing this to be the best in the world. I want to be the champion. I'm not here to just keep fighting guys. So I've beaten 2 title challengers, now a champion. Now there's another champion I want to beat. Like, natural progression. I'm number 4 in the world. The 2 guys ahead of me already got a shot, so I feel it's my turn.
Dealing with the repercussions of fighting people for a living, and kind of just came down.
The inhaler that you have, can you tell us what it is? Like, what substances or the prescription name? Or?
It's a Ventolin albuterol inhaler for exercise-induced asthma. Had it my whole life. On the commission paperwork when I weighed in. It's on the USADA paperwork when I take every single drug test, so that y'all know that I'm not taking steroids and I'm just naturally a monster.
I know it's still fresh, and as you said, you're upset right now, but, I mean, have you talked to your team yet about maybe taking steps to get it overturned again? I mean, could you potentially file with the commission to review the paperwork and maybe reinstate the win?
And I'm really just worried about, what my boss thinks. The worst part for me is, here I am letting people down again, you know what I mean? It's a sucky feeling, dude. All I'm trying to do is do, like we just had a conversation before the fight, man. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I asked permission. He told me I could, and I'm in trouble again. So I'm just, my mind's on, man, just make sure everybody's pacified, happy, making sure everything's cool, because it's a crappy feeling, man.